Hey everybody!
Hello, how you guys doing today?
We're Will and Faith with Get to the Root Health and Wellness, where we love to come and share healthy, whole food, plant-based recipes,
That's right.
and also fun in-home workouts to help inspire you on your healthy journey and to help you to make healthy habits, to make healthy choices, to create healthy habits, and those healthy habits will give you that healthy life that you are so worthy of having.
That's right.
So if it is your first time joining us, thank you. And if it is your 100th time joining us, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, we appreciate you. And
Yes,
we are live. And tonight I am super excited because we will be sharing one of our favorite cheeses. Now, you all know we are whole food plant-based. And when you go plant-based, you wonder some things like cheese. You like, oh my God, I gotta give up cheese, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, you don't have to, right? We do have options living a whole food plant-based lifestyle. And today we will be sharing with you how to make an amazing cheddar cheese that's not only sliceable.
Yes.
It's shreddable,
yes,
and it melts. Okay,
that's right.
So I'm super excited. I'm super excited to share with you this cheese recipe. And you know, traditional cheese, normally it has a lot of fat in it, right?
A lot of salt.
And a lot of salt. Okay, and dairy, of course. Yeah, all of those things. So we're gonna use a little salt. But we're going to leave the dairy out, and we're going to make this cheese low fat, okay?
Yes.
And most importantly, also, regular cheese doesn't have any fiber.
Right.
So it do tend to make you a little constipated. Truth be told, okay? Well, guess what? This cheese, you won't have to worry about no constipation because it will be full of fiber, all righty? So I'm super excited, like I said, to share this with you. And before we jump into the recipe, we always love to give those individuals that join us live a shout out. Yes. So we want to say hello to those of you who are joining us live. Hey, Janet, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you joining us.
We're
live.
excited too.
Yes.
You're excited.
And Laura Morrison, thank you so much for joining us live. And hey, if you're just tuning in and you're not subscribed to our channel, please go ahead on, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share it with family and friends, okay?
That's right.
So now, let's jump into this cheese sauce.
Yes.
I am excited because this cheese, the base of it is nothing but vegetables, okay? And oftentimes in vegan cheeses, you find, of course, nuts, right? And that's cool if you want to use nuts. But we want to keep this sort of low fat. So we're going to load it up with a whole lot of vegetables, okay? So we're going to start first with a Yukon Gold Potato. And well, sure. Well, sorry, let me start over. I'll go with the red bell pepper since you have that listed first. No problem.
I'm like all my typing going to waste.
I know, right? It's all good. Okay, so red bell pepper, orange bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, doesn't matter. I normally buy this package here with 3 in it, okay? And you can use either color, all righty? And for those of us who are new to working with plants, I'm going to show you basically how easy it is to work with a bell pepper. So now I've already cut this one in half. Can you zoom in to the bell pepper there?
Sure.
All right. So I've already cut this one in half, and you can see it seeds on the inside, and you got a little stem. So we're basically going to just trim. I like to trim around the stem. And there's no right or wrong to doing this, okay? So the stem comes out. And I sort of like to get the, I guess this is part of the stem too, the meat of it out. And give it a little tap, and you're going to see all these seeds pop out. So you want to make sure the seeds are removed, okay? And then basically, you just want to cut your bell pepper into, I guess you call it fourths or slices, okay? So we're going to, I'm going to move this tray out of the way. Take that, sure. I think I need the knife.
Do you need the trick anymore?
I don't think I need the truck. All right. So we're going to place the bell pepper. I already had cut up half of it. We're going to place the bell pepper onto the plate. There you go. Now you can see.
You need the knife.
I don't think I need the knife. All right. Okay. And then the next vegetable we're going to use is frozen cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
Okay. And you can a big spoon.
Yes.
So we're going to add some cauliflower now. The veggies outside of the bell pepper, and we're going to be using the Yukon Gold here in a little bit. Everything else is frozen. Okay.
Yes.
So the cauliflower is frozen.
Yes.
So we're going to add some cauliflower.
Yes.
And we're also going to, did you say how much cauliflower it was?
Yes,
1 cup?
1 cup.
Okay.
1 cup. 1 cup.
Good. And we're also going to add a half a cup of frozen carrots.
Yes.
Okay. All righty. And then last but not least, we're going to add the good old potato. Now, I like the Yukon Gold potato in this recipe, but if you like the red potato, you can use that. I haven't tried the russet, but the Yukon Gold, and if you're new to plant-based living, it's the potato that has like the yellowish skin, okay? And of course, you peel that off, and then I just basically diced it up into these pieces, and we're going to put that onto the plate. All right, good job. Now, last but not least, I like to add some apple cider vinegar to my bell pepper before we cook it. And that sort of helps to tone down the bell pepper flavor a little bit, so you won't taste it too strongly in the cheese. So I'm gonna pour 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar onto the bell pepper. You can show me doing that there, please. Just on the bell pepper, okay? All right. All righty. Big screen, please.
Yep.
Thank you. So now we're going to cook our veggies in the microwave for 8 minutes, okay? Yes. So in the microwave they go. You want to do that for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So again, that was potatoes, cauliflower, carrots, and a bell pepper. And of course, you want it to be red, yellow, or orange. All right, you got that? So now, while our veggies are cooking, we're going to start adding some spices to our blender to give our cheese some flavor. Now, I'm all about the spices. Some people don't like to use a lot of spices, and they try to stay at, 8 ingredients, 10 ingredients. But to me, it's all about the flavor. Yes. All righty. So we don't have too many spices, but I like to amp up on the spices. So I'm going to put some water into my blender.
Half a cup of water, guys.
Okay. And then I'm also going to go ahead on and add some
lemon juice.
Sure. Yes. Some lemon juice.
Okay.
Yep. And that's 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now, the lemon juice and the apple cider vinegar is going to give that tanginess to the cheese. And everyone's sensitivity to tanginess or twanginess, or whatever you want to call it, is different. So you can play with the lemon juice and the apple cider vinegar, but I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to the water. All right. So the total is basically 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. Okay. Next, we're going to add, what do you have next on your list there?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All righty. Now, we're going to add some nutritional yeast. And nutritional yeast, zoom in there for me, is basically just some flakes. And you can find them at any grocery store. This is the brand that I'm using. But it is a flake. And it has like a cheesy flavor. So that's going to give our cheese another depth of cheesiness, okay? So you definitely want to add some nutritional yeast to your blender. All right. What's next? What do you have next on your, okay.
I'll come here in a second.
Okay, there we go. Technology. All right. What do you have next on your list then?
All right. On my list next is smoked paprika.
All right. Now, there is a difference between paprika and smoked paprika. You want to make sure you use smoked paprika. That's going to give another depth of flavor to the cheese.
Yeah.
What's next?
All right.
Some onion powder.
Onion powder and garlic
good.
powder.
You can put on the screen.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So our technology is acting up here, but we're going to go with 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder.
Yep.
Righty. We're also going to add some dill weed.
Dill weed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right here, next now.
All righty.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh. So we're going to do some dill weed. I have some cumin in here. And I also have some chipotle pepper.
Yes.
Okay. That's the next one down.
Okay. Chipotle pepper.
Yep. So I have those 3 in here. We're going to dump that into the blender.
There we are. We're back.
All righty. Next, we're going to add some miso paste. And miso paste, you can buy soy based, and this is soy based. I get from my local Asian market, or you can buy chickpea miso.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have brown rice miso. So, some people don't, use soy. So if you know anything going on with soy, you want to either use chickpea or rice miso. So, all right, this soy. That's okay.
There we go.
So this is soybean paste or miso paste. All right, and it has an amazing umami flavor.
Yes.
So yeah, and it also has the salt too.
Yes.
So it does have salt in the miso paste. All right.
Okay.
Next, we're going to add some hemp seed. Can you go? Good. Very good. You're doing good.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
All right. So for our fat, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of hemp seeds. Now, this is a seed. It's not a nut. Okay. So we're going to go light with a little bit of heart-healthy fats, and that's going to be some hemp seeds.
Yes.
And next, we're going to add some more starch, which is going to be our tapioca starch. Now, our tapioca starch gives that stretch, right, that we look for when we're eating cheese.
Yes.
So we're going to add some tapioca starch in here.
Yes.
Yep. All this goodness is amazing.
Yes.
All righty. And I already added my water,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes.
So we're waiting on our veggies to finish cooking. And that normally I like to let them cook for about 8 minutes, I said.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Okay,
right.
great. So
You need
the lactic acid.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna wait until we blend this.
Okay.
And we'll taste it and see
gotcha.
if we want to add the lactic acid. So while we're waiting on our veggies, do anyone have any questions or comments?
Yes. I think we have some folks in the chat.
Say hello to our Get to the Root family.
In the chat room. Let's see what I got. See here. There
right.
we go. All right.
Juanita.
Juanita.
Hey, Juanita. Thank you for joining
nice
us.
To see you
nice
again.
to see you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
Janet.
so much. Yeah, Janet.
Janet.
Yay, finally get to be here. Hi from Oregon.
Hey, Karen. Thank you for joining us from Oregon. Janet was asking a question. Janet D.
All right. What did you say, Janet?
Yes, Janet. The recipe will be posted after the live finishes, okay? And if you're watching on YouTube, it'll be below. If you're watching on Facebook, it'll be above. And I'm going to eventually get to the blog where you can have a clinical version. But right now, it will be in the description of this video. Okay? So thanks for asking. I think Ann had a question.
Okay. Let's see here. I see. Here we go.
Can Agar be subbed for tapioca? Actually, Agar has a different property. It has more of a gelling type property to it. So we will be using Agar in this recipe, okay? So yeah, I don't think in this particular recipe, the agar can be subbed for the tapioca. Tapioca has more of a stretchiness to it, and then the agar is going to give us that firming property for our cheese. Okay, so that's a good question. Thank you.
So Laura or Morrison says, what do you use?
What do we use the sauce on?
Yes.
Actually, we use the sauce on, we've been putting it on burgers, bean burgers. We've been putting it on grilled cheese sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, honey. We're making grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yes.
I've been putting it on my salads when I eat salads because it's shreddable. Okay. Him and the veggies.
Yes.
And get them in, don't burn yourself. Okay. So our veggies are ready. And we're going to go ahead on and add them to the blender.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Just grab. You okay?
Yeah.
All right. You tell Will not used to being in the kitchen.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You need another mitten?
I'm doing this now.
Okay. You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Okay.
Come on over here.
Okay.
And let's see.
Mom's getting the other mitten.
All righty. So our veggies are done. And we're going to go ahead on and add them to the blender. Okay.
Yes, if I can
zoom
in here.
See, full of veggies.
Yes.
Guilt-free indulgence here, right?
That's right.
It's all vegetable with some spices.
This is good.
And our kids love it.
So Laura has another question,
yes.
sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to show her the screen here.
Okay.
Would it be good on baked potatoes?
Girl, show my face on that question. Girl, yes. Yes, ma'am. It will be amazing on baked potato. Whatever you could think of that you would normally put
broccoli.
Regular cheese. Yeah, broccoli.
Yeah. You like to do cheese and broccoli.
Cheese,
broccoli and cheese.
Yes, it works. It works. So whatever you like to put cheese on, you could and melt it. You could definitely use this. So let's get ready to blend, and we're going to mute because the blender is going to be loud. But all right, let's make sure our sound. Okay, so our sound is back now. This is basically our cheese sauce. Can you zoom in there?
Yes.
All right, so that's our cheese sauce. See, it's sort of still a little runny, but it's okay because the agar we're going to use here shortly is going to make up for that. Okay, put us on the big screen, please.
Okay.
Now, my next ingredient is totally optional. All righty. And I just learned about this a couple of weeks ago. And when I tell you it takes this cheese sauce to the next level of cheesiness, it does. But it's optional. But before I add it, I'm going to let Will taste this and tell me. I'm going to taste it first.
Oh, let me get a spoon.
This our cheese. This our cheese. It's all right. You don't need no spoon. This our cheese. Go ahead on and taste this. And tell me, is it cheesy?
Yeah.
Tastes like cheddar cheese?
Oh, man. It grab you in the back of your jaw.
Okay.
Man.
Well,
like that sharp.
Like the sharp cheese? Okay. So if you wanted to, you could stop at this point and you don't have to add this next ingredient.
Yes.
But my next ingredient that I found out about that enhances a cheesy flavor is lactic acid. Okay, hand me that bag over there. Let me show them. This is the brand that I got from can you see that? Yeah, from Amazon. Okay, and it's lactic acid, and it basically looks like you can put the big screen back on. basically looks like just a little white powder, okay? And we're gonna add some to our cheese sauce, and I'm gonna blend it again, and I'm gonna let Will taste it and tell me if it enhanced the flavor.
Well, we're gonna mute you for a second.
Yes.
Okay, we're unmuted.
Now, if you want to at this point, get another spoon, you can.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
All righty. So we just added some lactic acid. And when I tell you,
wow,
it really gives that
Thinking
sharp, taste. Taste that.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
Again, the lactic acid is optional.
Yes.
But I would encourage you to get some and try it.
Yes.
With the lactic acid, okay? Because it really gives it that sharp cheddar cheese flavor, okay? Yes. So now we are going to set the blender to the side, and we're going to.
You got a couple of questions while you're doing that.
Yes.
Honey. Laura has a question.
Okay, Laura.
Yeah, Laura says, how long does it last in the refrigerator?
About 5 to 7 days, Laura. Of course, hardly ever lasts that long in our house, but it can last up to 5 to 7 days in the fridge. Yes. Okay.
Good question.
So now that was an excellent question. So now we're going to.
Someone else. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let me do
the
next step. Okay. So now we're going to do the final step.
Okay.
Which is activate the Agar. Now Agar is simply, hand me that packaging over there. Okay. Agar is simply sea vegetables. Okay, this is what it looks like. It's the brand that I have, and this pot is really ready. And I'm going to go ahead on and add the Agar into this water, and you want to stir it good. Let's turn this down. So it's really cooking. And Agar is a thickening agent. Yeah. And normally you add this before the water gets hot, but we had our pan here already for the live. Yeah. And you want to cook this for about 4 minutes until it actually starts gelling up. Okay.
I see it.
Yeah. So, and normally these lumps aren't in here, but because the pot was hot, you want to add the water and the agar together before you heat the pot.
Yeah,
okay.
Kind of dissolves.
Yeah, because it do dissolve. Yeah. But you want to keep stirring. This is not a step you walk away from the oven, from the stove. You want to just keep stirring, and it'll start gelling up. Okay. As a matter of fact, that's what they used to make gummy bears with. They used to make gummy bears, or it's a alternative to gelatin, because I didn't know gelatin wasn't plant-based, but it's not. Okay. So and again, parting the lumps. Okay. You want to add the agar to cold water, and then you heat it up. Okay. So, but you see how it's thickening up? Yeah. Yep. It's thickening up. Just keep stirring. This actually starting to line the pan, like that little paper action going on there. Mm-hmm. So we've actually activated the agar. All right. Okay. You see how it's sort of sticking like a gel. Mm-hmm. All right.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Just don't do like I did. Oh, the big screen, please. Just don't do like I did and add your agar to hot water. Okay, you want to actually add it to the cold water, let it dissolve, and then heat your pan. All right, so I think our agar is ready. You can zoom in so they can see the agar. Yeah. See how it's like a gel. Okay, that's what you want. And then we're going to add it to our blender, and you need to move your camera so they can see. Okay. Let's add this to the blender. Okay, let me come over this way because I'm right-handed. Okay. Okay. Pour this in like that. See how thick it is? And this agar sets up very quickly.
It does.
So you want to hurry up and transfer it to your blender.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah. Take that pot over there to the sink. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Do you need the top for the blender?
I will. Like I said, the agar, it sets up really quick. So you want to move pretty quickly with it. All right. And that's what's going to allow our cheese to firm up, okay? Where it can be sliceable, shreddable. All righty. So we're going to blend just for a millisecond. Take the water off the screen, please.
Yeah, take the water off the screen and I'll mute you.
Okay. Okay. So our cheese is ready to go into a mold, and you can use whatever shape mold you want. You can use little round ramekins if you want. I just like using a plastic container. Can you hand me those two plastic things over there, please?
Yeah.
There we go. And these are nothing fancy. They're plastic containers that we use. And then you just basically pour your cheese into the mold.
Pull down on that, honey. Get a closer shot. Let me see what we got. We have some chat. Some chats here.
You know what?
And let's see.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead on and put it on the big screen.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead on and just pour my cheese all into this container because it'll fit.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll fit.
Yes. It's perfect.
Yep. Now again, the agar is what's gonna allow the cheese to firm up. And let me taste.
Okay.
That's good. Okay, so we're gonna place our cheese in the fridge uncovered. Make sure you put this in the fridge uncovered because you don't want it to sweat. You don't want water to form from the heat. So you just place this in the fridge for 3 hours and just let it chill. And it will firm up, and then you'll be able to take it out and do with it whatever you please. Yes. So I'm gonna place this in the fridge.
Slice it. Make grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yes.
Got a couple of comments though, honey, from one from Louise.
Okay.
And he said, have you posted the recipe?
Okay, Louise, I will post the recipe after the airing, after the live airing. Okay, I promise you, it'll be in the details in the description below on YouTube and above if you're on Facebook. Okay, so now this is a peek. You see, we already been in it, yes. But this is a batch that I made earlier today.
It's going to actually answer Laura's question.
Okay.
And Laura had a question there. Does it stay liquefied or can it form a block as well?
There you go.
There you go.
There you go, Laura.
There you go, Laura.
So it actually, this recipe is designed for it to become a solid block, as you can see. See? And we've already been in this one. Give me a knife so I can, I got it. So as you can see.
There's our sister there. She's giving us a comment. Hey, how you doing, sis? Where are you? There you are. Hey, Belinda, how you doing? Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, sis.
Thank you so much for joining us. She said it's really, really good. She lives around the corner, y'all, so she gets them anytime she wants.
Yes. So there you go. You see it's sliceable. And then also you can shred it if you want. So I'm going to put this to the side. Take a few pieces. And I'm just going to, you see that?
Shredding.
Cheese is
shredded
cheese.
Yes.
Look at that. Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
Shredded cheese. You want to zoom
awesome.
in?
That's pretty awesome. I did. Sweet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're shredding some cheese here. And you can put that on anything you want.
Slices of cheese here. You can go your grilled cheese sandwich and put it on a panini tray and put the lines in it. Oh man, it's really good.
And there you have it. You have veggie cheese.
Yes, look at that. Wow.
See that?
Yeah, Juanita said I definitely have to try this.
And it is amazing.
It's scrumptious. I'm telling you,
it is really amazing. I've had it on my salads. You can put it on potato.
Yes.
We've made grilled cheese. As a matter of fact, we have a picture of.
Oh yes.
We did a grilled cheese sandwich with it.
Yes.
Yep. Showing screen.
Yep.
So that's a grilled cheese.
Yep.
We also, the kids like it on their burger.
Yes.
So they put it on their burgers, on their bean burgers. I mean, the sky is the limit.
It is the limit. It really is.
You can do with it whatever you please. But what I love most about this is it's just vegetables.
Yes.
I mean, even the Agar,
veggies,
that's sea veggies.
Veggies.
Okay.
Yes.
The tapioca, that's a root vegetable. It's just all vegetables.
Yes.
And it is absolutely amazing. It is. So I wanted to bring this to you.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you, Laura. It's amazing. I hope you give it a try. I'm serious. It is. Look at that. It is absolutely amazing.
Fantastic.
And listen, after it cools for 3 hours or whatever, and you do whatever you want to do with it, you can keep it in the fridge uncovered. Okay, but the more it stays uncovered, it will, sort of dry out the cheese. So what I recommend you do, instead of putting a lid on it, because I've done this, just put a lid to come with the container. And for whatever reason, condensation builds up on the lid. So you don't want that dripping back down on your cheese. So what I like to do is, hold on one second.
And while Queen is going to get this item that she's talking about, hello, Miss Belinda Styles. How are you? Belinda's here.
Hey, Belinda. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Awesome. Glad to see it is shreddable and able to slice. I'm excited. Grilled cheese. Yes.
Honey.
Blessings abundantly.
God is good, isn't
it? All the time.
All the time. Listen. And all the time he's
God
good.
Is good.
But yes, grilled cheese. We have grilled cheese. And I hadn't had grilled cheese since we've been plant-based. So I was super excited when we came up with this recipe, because y'all know there's no deprivation living a plant-based lifestyle.
None.
All righty. There is none.
There is none.
All right. But yeah, what I was saying was I like to use press and seal by Glad, and it literally seals the top. But the beautiful part of it is this: it doesn't allow condensation to form between the cheese and the top.
Yes.
So that's what I've learned with mine. That instead of putting the lid on it, condensation will form after it's after the cheese is firmed up. So I like to just cover it with the press and seal.
Right.
All right. So that's just a little tip from me.
Juanita got a question.
Juanita, what's your question?
She said, is it freezable?
You know what, Juanita? That is a good question.
It's a good question.
How about you try it and let me know?
Let us know. Because it never lasts in our house long enough to freeze.
It never do. It never do. So you can try. Matter of fact, I have several batches in the refrigerator. I'll put some in the freezer and I'll try it, and that way I can put that in the blog whether it's freezable or not.
Yeah, that's a good question.
And I would probably use this press and seal.
Yes.
To freeze it.
Yes.
And just seal it up real good, and then maybe put that in a freezer bag.
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Yes.
You want to show the different types? We got the mozzarella and
no. Well, I'm perfecting the mozzarella cheese as well.
But do you want to see it?
You want me to show it?
Show it to him.
Okay. All right.
Hey, look. This is sharp cheddar. That's what I like. I like the sharp, extra sharp cheddar cheese. But Queen is already in effect.
I am working on a mozzarella.
OMG.
But I am working on a mozzarella cheese. And now this will have nuts in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
it's off the chain.
Yeah, I'm perfecting that right now.
It's good.
As we speak.
It is good, guys. But you know, Queen like to make sure it's right. But I'm telling you, it's good. And how do I know? Because I've tasted it.
Okay.
And then I could bring my Destiny up here and she could tell you she done tasted it.
Yes.
So, you know,
good,
but that's the Queen.
There's a few things I want to work out.
But that's the Queen, though. So it's all
just
good.
stay tuned when it's coming. All right. But
So,
thank you all again. Do we have any more?
Yeah, Juanita said, is this your invention?
Juanita, I cannot say it's my invention, but I will say that I was inspired from, and if you all don't know already, check her out. All I know is her name is Anya, and the name of her website is Cooking with Plants. And she has a plethora of vegan cheeses. And so I was inspired from one of her cheeses that she had. It was meltable, but I went in and I added more vegetables and more spices and just sort of made it my own. So there are so many cheese recipes out there. It's not even crazy. So what I try to do is, because after a while they all start looking the same, right? So what I like to do is I start adding in more vegetables,
right? Because
we can never get enough vegetables.
Can't get enough.
Okay, so
especially when you don't know you're eating them. I don't mean no harm. I don't mean no harm.
Right.
I love vegetables. My wife, my family loves vegetables.
Yep.
But what about people that don't like vegetables?
That's true.
You know, some of our co-workers don't like vegetables.
That's right.
However, they can eat our cheese and get plenty of vegetables. Isn't that something?
Yes, that's
I think
amazing.
that's pretty cool.
And like I said before, this cheese, you don't have to worry about getting constipated, honey. Okay? I'm just saying. All right? I can tell you.
Full of fiber, man.
Full of fiber.
Full of fiber, I'm telling you.
Right.
Look, you got your sister up here. She got a good comment here for you. So this is Queen's sister Belinda. She said, I know where I'm having lunch tomorrow. She said, better yet, don't want to wait. I'll be there for breakfast.
Honey, you can come on there if you want. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. I think I saw Angela.
Hey, Angela.
Hey, Angela. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate each and every one for joining.
Got your block,
make this cheese.
Got your shredded, got your sliced.
Yes.
And hey, where can you go wrong, right?
Yes, make this cheese.
Where can you go wrong?
Yes.
Got your block, got your slice, got your shredded. And look, and watch this. I'm gonna get a kiss.
Well, all right then. Well, listen, we appreciate you all joining us. Give this cheese a try.
Yes.
Maybe next week I'll share with them how I make my grilled cheese sandwich. But anyway, that's another day.
Man, put on some Ezekiel 4:9 bread.
Yes. So we appreciate you. And you know what? Tomorrow is our 25th anniversary.
Yes.
So maybe I'll make you a grilled cheese sandwich for your anniversary dinner.
That'll work.
I'll take that.
I love it.
All right.
I love it.
Anyway, on that note, we appreciate you all joining us.
You so much, guys.
We love each and every one of you, and always remember, as you go throughout your day, today, tomorrow, whatever, your health is your wealth.
It is.
So get to the root of obtaining and sustaining it by eating more plants. Moving your bodies, stressing less, and loving more.
Yes.
Until next time, and that'll be this coming Saturday at 7:30. 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll be live doing our in-home workout.
Yes.
Hope you can join us then. Until then, we love you.
Hey, have a wonderful one.
Continue to take care of yourself. Take care.
Take care, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Take care, everyone.